When sorrow runs deep enough, it has a strange effect on the mind. It can convince you that the trauma you experienced is actually who you have become. Naomi and Ruth had to walk roughly 70 miles through arid, unforgiving terrain to get from Moab back to Bethlehem. Every step of that journey carried the physical exhaustion of displacement. Naomi arrived carrying the weight of 3 graves. She had buried her husband and both of her sons, ending a decade of exile with nothing to show for it but her grief. When the 2 women finally arrived at the stone gates of Bethlehem, their grief was etched plainly into their posture. They had nothing to hide. The entire city stirred at her arrival. The townswomen gathered, looking at the weary traveler, and asked a single, startling question. "Is this Naomi?" She looked back at them and said, "Call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty hath dealt very bitterly with me." In Hebrew, the name Naomi translates to pleasant. Mara translates to bitter. By answering them this way, she was actively stripping away her given name and replacing it with her pain. This is the quiet danger of profound loss. It creates a psychological illusion, whispering that your current barrenness is your permanent, unchangeable identity. Yet, while Naomi stood at the gate declaring her life over, the physical ground beneath her feet told a completely different story. She told the crowd, "I went out full, and the Lord hath brought me home again empty." She believed there was absolutely nothing left for her. Contrasting her emotional decline with the agricultural cycle, they intersect perfectly. As her life hits zero, the ground reaches peak production. The barley seeds were planted months prior. Before Naomi packed her bags or heard the news, the soil was preparing for her return. The gears of restoration were already turning, while she was still mourning in a foreign land. Divine provision operates on a schedule completely detached from our ability to see it or feel it. Just beyond the stone gates where Naomi wept, the hills of Bethlehem were blanketed in vast, golden fields of barley, rippling in the wind. In ancient Israel, the barley harvest was an intense, community-wide event. It meant the famine was officially over, bringing life back to the region. Immediately following her speech about bitterness, the focus shifts to a single, overlooked detail. She arrived in Bethlehem just as the barley harvest was beginning. Naomi was standing within walking distance of total abundance, but her grief had created a total emotional blindness. She could not see the golden fields right in front of her. The food she needed to survive was fully grown and waiting for her. Often, the very restoration we are desperately seeking is already ripe, sitting exactly at the geographic and emotional center of our deepest pain. That historical moment is an exact mirror for the tension many of us hold today. Your Mara seasons are valid. The unanswered prayers, the unexpected losses, the days where you show up with a hollow ache inside, that pain is entirely real, and it is fully seen by God. The challenge is figuring out how to look for the harvest when every piece of evidence in your immediate environment screams that the land is completely dry. It requires learning to stand in the space between what you have lost and what has not yet arrived. You have to refuse to close the book on your own story prematurely. You do not have to fake a smile or pretend the ache is gone to step into the field. You simply have to remain open to the possibility that God has been orchestrating things you cannot yet see. You have to make the conscious decision to stop naming yourself after your pain. Your current season is a chapter, but it is not the conclusion. The name God calls you is not Mara, and just beyond your vision, the harvest is already coming in.